right, it's gonna be hard because we got leaf blowers in the background. This is job 31534. This is Town Owners Association in Bellevue. We did some asphalt out here. We got some puddling and a couple garage doors. So this garage door, it looks like we left a relief and an alleviation for the water to get out right here, but it's a little sloped back towards it, and the garage door actually slopes down. It goes downhill to this point right here, halfway in between the garage doors, like the low point, and then it comes back, slopes back towards the middle. So there's like a belly right here, and at that point, if I were to push down, it looks like we got 0.1, but if you push down on the side, it's 5.7, just this last little hump taper in, and we got all that hill right there. So I think the best way to do this, honestly, would be to cut out either the full garage door to make it look good and do like a 4x10 patch, allowing alleviation out and down the hill. And we could even come a little lower if we wanted, down just a little bit past our old patch, and that would give us all the fall we wanted if we needed to cut it down a little bit to get fall out of there. Then the second one, around the corner, we kind of have a similar situation on this top garage door. It's garage 54. So it's off building 35, garage 54. We did a little patch right here that comes to this garage door, and the existing is way higher above here. So the water has to fall back towards this door, and it comes and sits here in this corner. You can tell it's cracked in the middle of the door, and so this is where it sits, and that's where the existing is. So I think the only thing we could do right here, because this has an overhang, we could maybe put a berm from the corner that keeps all this water and run it out towards the middle and do like a little wedge ramp. It would be a drop going into their garage, but as you can tell by looking at the side here, the side is way higher. It comes up out of the garage door. So there's no way to connect where we saw cut to the concrete without doing what we did. So I think we could install a berm. Normally the berms don't really work because any water that hits the garage door can't get out. But like I said, we have this overhang here, so not much water should do that. So we could run a berm along the patch. This patch flows out all the way to just the last little bit. So if we came out, you know, essentially, there's my 2-foot smart level. If we came out 2 feet, then the water flows away. So I would come out like 2.5 just to make sure, because at that point, we got 0.2 flowing the right direction, and have a little hump up here that flows out, and it will be just barely there, and it might be like it's gonna be like a couple inch transition, because as it sits right now, you can tell if I put my smart level here at the bottom of the bricks and set it off there, that's how much higher the existing point is than the side. So I'm guessing you would need a berm, and it looks like they have a little channel in the existing that they ran right here that does flow. At this point it does. It kind of looks like it backflows though. It does. So they have a puddle that sits right there anyway, but that looks like their berm and their waterway for their water to get out that connects to right there. So I think if we push the water away from the door, we would have, you know, a lip at the end, but we could force the water out and to get going into this drain. Other than that, I don't think we can get that back corner, because that garage shouldn't be sloped that way in the corner. You can tell it's cracked, and so all the water is sitting 1.7, like that's not normal. It's like this has sunk down here, and should be up closer to this elevation. So that's where a lot of the problem is. So we have to pick something to match. So we could, you know, make it much larger and try and come out and tie into something, but we don't really gain any elevation. It's wicked flat back here. So I would propose we do a little ramp. There's going to be a little drop down getting into that garage, but I don't think it should puddle up with much water on the inside because not much rain. You'd have to have sideways wind rain hitting that garage door and running down to get on the back side of the berm. All right, that's it.